these man's life was wild. I'm trying to skip shit, but I know you can't even skip too much. This is probably gonna be that 20 trailers. These things, man.
How you got my back and you done walked off? At this time now, I don't have a gun on me because I don't know this guy that's talking about shooting me. So I walk across the street and I look in the club. It's a little small hole in the wall, one way in, one way out. So I was like, maybe I could go in here and hang out. But I was like, no, because if he a gangster like I think he is, he gonna come in here shooting. And back then they didn't have police around there. So one of my guys out the project, we had what you call a rock rental, crack car. Like you pay the junkies to use their car. And I had a guy with the car, and I jumped in the...
They're calling it a rock rental. That is mad. I hear it still. We've had a few rock rentals as well still, I can't lie.
Car, and the guy didn't shoot or nothing. He let me leave. So I raced home, go get the, got this 9mm Ruger, and I went back around the club. Now, as we get back around the club, I'm in the back seat, and I see him heading to his car. So I see these females coming too. So back then it was like a show off thing too. Like you wanted people to see you do your murder or your shooting, what have you. So I was about to jump out, but then I got a little nervous because I was...
What? Are these men okay?
It's like, well, maybe if I jump out and shoot him now, the guy that's with him might have a gun and might shoot me. So I waited, and then he turned around and he walks across the street and started talking to this guy out the Methamphetamine project. So I switched sides in the car. I got on the back driver's side and driver in the passenger window. I mean, yeah, the back seat driver's side window. And as we pulled up to the corner, he's saying, "Oh man, I don't have beef with you. I have beef with Lil Gangsta." And when I heard my name come out of his mouth, I just stuck the gun out the window and hit him like 10 times. He ran and fell, and we pulled off. I don't know how the police knew that it was me or how my name come up, but I wound up getting arrested for it. And well, actually, I got to back up. They had made us take a release me from juvenile prison at this time. So while I was out, I had shot the guy. And when my probation officer called me to come visit him one day, he told me they made us take a release me, so I had to go back to do my juvenile time. And while I was doing my juvenile time, they came and arrested me for a homicide. So when they arrested me for the homicide, the homicide detective come back and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you for shooting the guy." I was like, "I didn't know about that." So that's how I wound up. Well, actually, while we was in court, the guy came to court, and we had a little argument in court, and they rebooked us for public intimidation for threatening witness. And while we waiting for trial, he go and rob a bank, and he was caught with a mask and a gun. So now what the DA do, because at the time I got a co-defendant that's charged with attempt murder, then I have a co-defendant that is charged with a homicide. So by me not wanting to snitch on my co-defendant for the homicide, they offer my co-defendant for the attempt murder probation. And back then, when you in Orleans Parish, when you plead guilty, right away, they're gonna give you a sentence or announce it that same day. So they told my co-defendant to get on the stand and tell him what happened. So I was like, oh man, he about to snitch on me. So he got up.
What? You go guilty and get sentenced the same day? That's dark. That's dark.
On the stand, and he gave his name. He told the people he did everything. And like about 2-3 weeks later, they came and offered me probation. So I copped out to the probation because how juvenile go, because I still had juvenile life at the time, and I still was considered a juvenile. And had I beat the charge, I would have had to go back to do my juvenile time. But by me pleading out and getting probation, I'm considered an adult now, so I don't have to go back to juvenile. So I went on to plead guilty to take the probation, so I didn't have to go back and do the juvenile time.
I mean, that's a hell of a deal to get.
I need to look into what the fuck juvenile life is. I never heard of that.
Probation for shooting someone 10 times.
Well, actually, he was hit 14 times. I just hit him 10.
Oh, there was 2 shooters.
Right.
Okay.
The first shooter, the one he pled guilty to.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, still a hell of a deal.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, you can say so.
Listen, these were on demons.
I mean, he hadn't went to jail for trying to rob a bank, so they should have dropped the charges.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Okay.
But everybody like started going to jail, started hanging out other places like Stone, the big homie Stone. He was still in the project, but he was more like laid back, get to work, put it out in the project, and he always laid back. So you would always see me doing the story Mosquito. So that's why it was the 4 of us. But Stone was still there. You had Disco, you had Hank, Derek, Chill Will. You had a few Blabber. You had a few good men that were still with us, but the 4 of us hung together every day.
Okay, and out of those 4, you're the only person that's still alive.
Correct. Yeah.
How did the other 3 die?
Okay.
I don't think you don't know how dark that is, you know. That's actually dark. And not a lot of people to witness that. But if you don't go and look at my story, yeah, you find out about the street kids I used to hang around with, yeah, every single one of them. You know what I'm saying?
The first one to die was Mosquito. He had went in the Callio Project. All right, one of their friends was killed, and they felt that it was Mosquito, Sterling, myself that had to do it. And Mosquito went back there thinking it was all good, and they shot him up like 20-something times. So I got a phone call, and I would talk to him.
See the way these men have just got the whaps and just shells on shells on shells on shells. It's like they're just 14 times, 20 times. They go mad. They're just shitting. They're glitching all over the place.
On the payphone, so I was like, is he dead? They was like, man, I don't know. So they'll pass the phone. They kept passing the phone to each other. And I went back there to Cali. When I went back there, he was laying in the driveway on his back, hit up, and clearly he dead. So I was like, oh, they want to play these crackhead games. So from there, that's how the war kicked off between the Magnolia and the Callio Project. They had killed him. Then the second person to get killed was Sterling. Him and I were in we had went downtown.
I think the Cadio is that masterpiece side, isn't it?
Went to go on Canal Street to the Foot Locker, and we had went to Ivoryville Project to holler at one of the guys he knew. And as we stand up talking, this guy start coming up the street, putting a handkerchief around his face. And this girl was like, y'all better run, that boy got a gun. So me and Sterling look at each other, and I just took off running, and he ran behind me the same way I went, and I heard the shots. I ran through the cut, came back around, and he had shot Sterling in the back of his head 7 times. And
how you shoot someone in the back of their head 7 times? How close was that? What?
You know, Dooney was killed in 2000. I was in prison, and he had a little turf war, whereas he was in the project, and he didn't want the young boys that was living in the project to sell in a certain courtyard. So the little young boy came out one day, shot, hit him in the side, and he died of internal bleeding.
So you were actually there when Sterling got killed?
Right.
How did that affect you? This is one of your best friends, and you basically just saw him die right in front of you.
Right. I mean, it was shocking because I thought we were untouchable. Like I said, New Orleans have killers all over the city, but I just thought.
Listen, New Orleans have killers all over the city.
That the 4 of us was like, man, it was an awesome force, you know. And for Sterling, and he older than I am, and you know, to see my big bro laying on his ground, and at the time he still was like, you know, gasping for air, and I was like, man, and he, you know, it was turn up season from there.
Okay, and how serious did that war between the Magnolia and Calliope projects really get?
You know what, that was so serious that a rumor had started, right? The rumor was, and the reason why I could speak on it is because he speak on it in the Fed magazine, Master P. It was a rumor that it started from 15,000 to 30,000 to 100,000.
See, I know my shit. I told you that those masterpiece ends. You know what I'm saying? So this is big, yeah. This is Birdman's ends versus masterpiece ends. This is not play. This is money or bat. Burners are cheap. Laughs probably even cheaper. Dark.
A hit out on me. And P speak on this, like I said, in the Fed magazine, where he said we met up at a park, and he didn't know me, I didn't know him. And they had a rumor that I had killed his cousin. So the war, it was serious, man. It was so serious. My mother had been shot. My brother got shot up I had an Infinity truck. And I told
Dark. You know it's dark. You know it's dark about to shoot up more dukes. No fucks given. That's what I'm saying, man. It's different. It's different. I told you, Louisiana is different. I'm gonna break down bare different bits to you lot, and because I know a bit about over there. You get me?
my brother said, man, don't go around the Callio Project, man, because right now it's on, you know. And he hard head, went around there, they shot the truck up, hit my brother up a few times. He lived, but that war was real serious, man, you know. But one thing we didn't do, what they're doing today, we didn't do drive-by shootings, hit innocent children, hit innocent people. You know, we kept it, we was like, with us, we didn't do long distance shooting. It was like, when I pull this trigger, I got to get my man, because if I shoot at this guy and miss him, I know I'm the target. You know, so it was like, but you know, there was like 30, 40 deep. It was just only 3 of us, you know, going to war with them.
Okay, because Master P at one point was in the Bay, that's where he really got his musical career. I mean, I guess he's originally from New Orleans, but he moved back to New Orleans like in '95, I think.
Right. Somewhere up in there. Because that's when he shot that Bowdy movie in 1996.
Right. Exactly. And in 1994, you got shot twice.
Yeah. Right. Well, actually, I got stabbed in the left in my chest in the Superdome in the fair, June, and in July I got shot up. Yeah, I got shot in July.
These things dark.
Oh, okay. Because there was this article that I found with you talking, and you said if you look at this picture of me where I'm eating ice cream, you'll see I have a mustache and my eyebrows are gone. That's because I had to dress like a woman to get to somebody.
Right. Man, listen.
What was that about?
Okay, when Sterling was killed, the project he was killed in, we thought it came from
Hold on. I respect it.
project. So I was like, man, a lot of people know me. I got a disguise. But that had been going on in my city for years. There were older killers that had pulled this act before. So I got the wig, the dress, but I wore tennis shoes because I was like, I ain't Wendell Hill. I got to run. And it was 4 of us, man. It was, these guys are deceased too. It was me.
What the fuck? No.
Stone, Disco, his brother Disco, and George Hayton. The 4 of us went back there in the Iberville project. So me and George, we split up. 2 of us go around the building, and the other 2, Stone and his brothers, went around through the dark cut. And I had the gun under my arm. I had the purse, I had the gun under my arm. So as I'm walking, one of the guys come from around the building. I pull my gun because it's easy access. I shot, and he jumped back behind the building. My gun jammed. The guy with me, George Hayton, he shoot his gun jam. So now we got to retreat. So I hear 2 more shots around the curve, around the building. Stone and his brother already in the car, they waiting on us. So we make it to the car, and that's when, man, like about 100 shots was let off at us. We almost got killed. We go in there project to kill him, and we almost got killed. So that didn't work.
Yeah, it gets like that, man. It gets like that, man. We're moving up. You don't can see what's going on, but yeah, no, it was real over there, man. And you know what? You got to big up them, man, for making it out of there, man. Like Bird and all of them, because you get what I'm saying. You can tell a lot of people fucking did it. You know the vibe, man.